Hello everyone, this is Ben here, and today I'm bringing you episode 3 of my quest to 2600 trophies. I'm at 2296 right now, so pretty close, getting up there. It's getting a little bit harder to find decent raids to show you guys, but nevertheless, it's still going to get a little bit harder as I get higher up there in trophies, but I'm going to try and get around 2400 trophies by the end of this video. So as you can see in my attack log, it's pretty decent. I've had a couple losses where I shouldn't have, where I've had like 49%, and my defense has been holding up pretty good, so I'm happy about that. And for my first raid today, I'm using a drag rush. I haven't really seen this style of base yet, so it's kind of interesting. I thought I might as well try it out. I mean, the base is so like spread out, and there's only like 5 different compartments, so I thought I might as well try and attack it. And I'm trying to take out his clan castle troops with my lightning spell. Didn't get all of them. He still has that level 6 wizard there. So then I'm just going to drop my heroes to hopefully take out the wizards. I don't know what my barbarian king's doing. Okay, now there he goes. There's still that archer queen that he has in the center of his base that finally got triggered. And you can see the inferno tower is now locked onto my barbarian king, and he takes that out no problem. So I'm going to drop all my dragons in one big pile in here and just see what it goes. I kind of want them to try and get to the middle, but I don't know, we'll see. They're kind of going out to the flailing out to the left and to the right, so that's not really what I wanted, because they have the inferno towers in the middle, so they're just going to chew through my dragons. I wish they would have went directly for the town hall, all of them. That's what I was planning on, but now we're just going to have to shoot for 50% here. Oh, it should be no problem. I still got a few dragons left. And I have my last one die there. And we're at 52%. Got 11 trophies and some decent loot. And I like raids when there's a bunch of loot, because I don't have gems to gem my army troops like some other people that are high up there in trophies. So loot matters for me a lot when I'm searching for a raid, even if there's like 33 trophies available or something. But if he doesn't have any loot, I'm not going to attack him. And my first raid here my second raid here, I'm using the giant healer strategy, and I don't know which raid I like better. The drag rushes you're pretty much guaranteed 50% unless you just suck at dropping them. But it costs a ton of elixir, so when I get down there in elixir, it's between either doing a giant healer strategy or the barbarians and archer strategy. The barbs and archer strategy is a great like attack or troop composition for farming. It's okay when you're trying to get trophies, but when I'm really low on elixir, that's pretty much my only option to gain more elixir. Because with the spells taking elixir and everything, sometimes I have to use that troop style, but that thing, when I use the barbs and archers, it's kind of unknown, and it's like everything has to go right to be able to get a 50% attack, like you'll see later on in my attacks. If they have a dragon in their clan castle troops, or in their clan castle, I'm pretty much screwed, because it'll take like 20 archers just to take out the dragon, or maybe even more. And say I don't have a full clan castle when I'm attacking, or I have something crappy in there like a bunch of barbarians, and I need to like shoot over walls. That's another factor. And even if I don't have my heroes, it's also another factor for using the barbs and archer strategy. And that's the attack strategy I'm using here. Of course, I'm showing you this one, so it goes pretty well. Like last night, I had one where I was doing it perfectly. His barb king and archer queen were right in the middle of his base. I couldn't really trigger them, so I was just hoping that they wouldn't get too close, and I was getting down to the end there at like 47%, and then his barbarian king got triggered, and my archers were shooting at it, and they took him out, and I had 2 lightning spells left, and I destroyed all the small buildings, and there was a archer tower and a builder's hut right next to each other, and I dropped my first lightning spell terribly, like I didn't mean to tap it, so it barely hurt the archer tower, and then I dropped my second one perfectly, destroyed both of those buildings, and I was at 47% there. Those 2 buildings I only got 1% for, and brought me up to 49%. I was pretty mad. I don't know. I might show that as like in a fail attack or something later. But yeah, it's really laggy for this attack here. It just skips to the end here when I was recording. I don't really know what happened there. But I got some elixir again, so I'm gonna attack this base. And if you cannot tell already, I'm pretty confident in saying that he did gem his base. I mean, he has like level 2 or 3, that's level 3 walls, and some level 2 walls. He has maxed out cannons, maxed out Inferno towers, and those are extremely hard to get if you have a crappy base like this. It's not crappy in his upgrades, it's just his walls and everything are crappy. Like he only has a few good upgrades, I should say. So I thought I might attack him. Might as well. Don't really see bases like this too often. And as you can see, all of his archer towers are super low, and he has some maxed out blue walls. I think those are level 11 or level 12. I don't know. I think it's level 11. But regardless, his Inferno towers are down and his expos are down. So I'm really just worrying about those cannons because those do a ton of damage and they just chew through my giants as well. So my Archer Queen is getting healed by my healers, and my Barbarian King is just going around the outside, tearing it up. Pretty sure we're going to get 100% here. All the defenses are destroyed. It's a little laggy, but nevertheless, we got 13 trophies there. Good loot bonus. When I get to Crystal League 1, get like 50,000 for each resource. That's awesome. And so for this attack here, I'm using the giant healer strategy once again. This guy, I don't know if he hasn't played in a while or not. I don't really know, but there's that Inferno tower there, so I'm just gonna try and break in with and destroy at least like for the first 2 layers on the left hand side of his base, because I'm pretty confident that I can drop some troops around the outside of his base to help me get the 50%. And yeah, this guy, I looked at like his pumps and stuff, and they were pretty full. So I wanted to get some resources here, and so in his Dark Elixir drills, they're pretty full too. So I'm dropping my barbarians up top there. I'm at 46%. Running a little bit low there. I fast forwarded here for you guys. That's what I normally do in my raids, because otherwise the videos would be super long, and I would just run out of things to talk about. So I'm at 61% here, and I'm just going to drop my Archer Queen up top there to get the rest of that Dark Elixir. So good raid, only 8 trophies, but decent amount of loot. Like I said before, I go for bases that have a lot of loot too. And I have no elixir anymore. I made a drag rush, and I didn't have enough like elixir to make any more dragons, so I had to fill it up with some minions. And they actually came in handy a little bit, so I can take out his Archer Queen. Don't really have to worry about the king too much on the air raids. So I'm gonna drop my clan castle here. Just take out this first air defense, so my dragons don't really have to worry about it. But I guess I dropped them there anyways, because there's these 2 air defenses on the outside. And again, this guy's Inferno towers are down too. So another, I don't know if it's abandoned yet, but he hasn't played in a while, and he may have gemmed his base a little bit. I don't know. On the other one, I was pretty confident that he did. This guy, he might have gemmed some things like the Wizard towers and the Inferno towers, or maybe he just plays and doesn't care about his walls at all. So I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. But the drag rush is going pretty strong here. This guy I didn't expect this guy to have level 7 Teslas, so that kind of caught me off guard there. And they just started chewing through my dragons, so that threw off the raid a little bit there. And I had forgot about that air defense that he had there. I didn't even see it when I first raided, so that took out my dragons, and I was kind of mad. So it was kind of a fail drag rush that I didn't get 100%, but it was okay, I guess. So for my next raid here, again using some barbarians and archers, and this is kind of what I was talking about, those unknowns, where you have to take out his king and their queens, and that takes up a lot of archers. But this guy had enough things on the outside where I wasn't too worried about it. But I didn't have my heroes with me on this attack, so I was kind of scared when it was taking a lot of troops to take out the barbarian. And I don't really want to trigger the queen here, but it happened anyways. So that's a lot of troops that I have to drop on his heroes. So I'm down to 100 barbarians and 100 archers. A little bit less here because the queens are a little bit less now because I have to take out the queen still. So I'm just gonna drop them there, slowly dwindling away my troops. And she finally goes down. And now I start just spamming my barbarians around the outside to help pick off these extra buildings. And some archers behind that to speed up the process. So just dropping them in big waves at the top and at the bottom. Hopefully they destroy the buildings quick enough to get to 50% right away. All the buildings on the outside are destroyed. His clan castle just got triggered now. But we got the 50% and that's all I'm really worried about. And so that's going to wrap it up for that raid. And so we got 7 trophies for that. That's really all I can expect when I'm using the barbs and archer strategy, so I'm not too worried about that. And this guy here has this base isn't bad design. He just has like these 4 compartments of like a square of extra things around his base. And I'm using the barbs and archers, so I was like, why not attack this guy? I think it should be pretty easy. He's got a bunch of dark elixir in his drills and a lot of loot in his mines and stuff. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna attack him because look at my resources right now. I have like 0 elixir, barely any gold. So I needed some resources here. So I'm just dropping my troops, and that's the reason why my last 3 attacks have been barbarians and archers. I just haven't been able to accumulate enough elixir to do anything else. So I might have to spend like $5 here to get some elixir back. I don't know, we'll see. So dropping my troops here, got the bottom compartment destroyed and the top right compartment destroyed. So I'm just working it in stages here. I'm at 29%. My archers are doing a pretty good job. My barbarians are working like tanks right now, hanging in there. So pretty confident with where we're at right now. He has the 2 builder's huts on the top here, so that's gonna be easy percentage. And I have a bunch of troops left, so I'm not really too worried about getting the 50% just yet. And just in case, I also have my clan castle and my barbarian queen and archer queen. I consider them like safety nets. And so I'm gonna go for a little bit extra gold here, get those mines. I'm at 48%. I'm just looking around, seeing which would be easier to get. So I'm going for this elixir, this last elixir pump he has, and that gets me 2%, so I was happy about that. Didn't have to waste anything else. But I got 2,400 dark elixir and a good like golden elixir, which I'm all amazingly happy about. And that's gonna bring us up to 2,403 trophies. I'm in Crystal League 1. You can see that now. I'm excited about that. You get so much more for resources when you win an attack. So I couldn't be any more happier. I only need 200 more trophies, but I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit harder upcoming when I get a little bit higher up there in trophies, like 2,500 or something like that. But right now it's going pretty good. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please comment, like, and subscribe with any suggestions and whatnot. And as always, I will see you guys later.